Hi guys, my name is Brett.
Hi, I'm Louise.
Welcome to Useless Banter, a podcast where two best friends won't shut the fuck up.
Basically a podcast where we talk about a bunch of useless shit that doesn't really matter, but it's highly entertaining.
Heavy on the highly entertaining, so buckle up and let's get into the bit. Girls.
Hello. Girls. Girls and gays and
Girls,
days
gays, them.
Okay, well, hi.
Hey.
So, wow, I feel like the last month of weekends has been insane.
Oh my God, we've been on a roller coaster, bitch.
And it's always because like we come off the New Year and then it's your birthday and then it's my
it's
birthday.
your birthday.
And then, hey, Valentine's Day just happened.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Just all of the things.
Yeah. So obviously like our listeners know we went to Big Bear for your weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, we're going to keep it chill and cute and stay at home for your birthday weekend.
So we end up on Friday night, which was my actual birthday. I was like, you know what? Let's just like stay in LA. Let's keep it super chill. Let's have
get
everyone
blankets.
over.
Let's watch Netflix. We'll watch Drag Race. We'll snuggle up
We'll
and be
do
cute.
wine. We'll do snacks. And
yeah, go ahead and tell them how the chill night went.
Well, one thing I will say, I'm proud of us for staying in.
No, actually, me too. Me
We
too.
did
That's
stay
growth.
in.
That's
That was
growth.
Yeah. But we did drink. We did plentiful.
Yeah.
And maybe a little extra things that we shouldn't have done. But yeah, honestly, we didn't even
It was
watch.
actually so cute, though.
I actually loved it.
That was like one of the best nights of the weekend. Yeah.
That was like a highlight for me. It was just so nice having everyone.
It's just like our closest people at home. Hey, we tried to make, what was it, coconut
mojitos.
Coconut mojitos.
Well, listen, we didn't get the
Anyways, it was just if they were mid at best, we drank them.
We finished them.
Yeah, but they didn't quite hit the spot.
We were trying to be so cute and like make cute little drinks.
Oh, let's make little mojitos. It's your birthday.
Yeah, it's okay. Honestly, I will say like the setup you did, because also I had it at Brett's place. Okay, Brett was so nice to host. And he like got balloons and candles, and you and Audie like did the whole like flowers and everything. It looked so cute. It was really
That's
really
something
cute.
I like literally love to do so much. I was like, I love to host.
Yeah.
I love to decorate. I love to make someone feel special. And so like you being my best friend, I'm like, I had to take that opportunity to like show you just how much I care and
thank you
everything. And
also
so
the fact
glad
that
it
you and Yvette talked about the cake.
I know. I called
cute.
called Tita, I'm like his sister, and I'm like, okay, so which cake do I get? I'm like on FaceTime with her. She's like in the car driving, and I'm like, so do you think this one or do you think this one? Or do you think
No, it was honestly so cute. I loved it
Yeah.
so much. That night really did honestly make me feel really, really special.
Yeah.
And I just loved having everyone together. So we did that. And then Saturday, because Yvette came up into town, Saturday, you and I were crazy. And we're like,
Psychopaths,
we
per
want to
usual.
work out.
Yeah.
So we took berries, which we took Yvette to her first berries class.
Yes.
And that was so fun. She was honestly like,
Which, like, if you've never taken berries is a very intense workout. And when you're done with berries, you don't really need another one because you're like
dripping.
Yeah.
Like you're on the treadmill, you're doing weights, the whole thing. And then afterwards, we're like, you know what would be so fun? Is to do Soul Cycle.
Let's get into and then hey, of course, our friend Brian, who teaches at Soul Cycle, is probably one of the hardest classes at Soul Cycle, I would say, personally.
Shout out to Brian.
Taken. Yeah, Brian, we love you.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know what? Let's be psychotic and get a double whammy. Let's go to Soul Cycle right after.
And that was just the cherry on top, girl. 'Cause
Yeah.
afterwards, we came back and I feel like we were both
We came back to your apartment and we're like,
like couldn't talk, couldn't
yeah,
speak.
nonverbal.
Literally nonverbal. And then we decided to go a little shopping.
Yeah.
Went to the Grove.
We did little shopping moments.
And then we ended up doing dinner, and then we went out to WeHo, which was also very,
which
very
was
fun.
the rat night.
Yeah, it was the rat night for sure.
Super fun.
Hey, and then Sunday we wake up. Well, you had to teach a cycle class the next day.
Yeah, I literally, oh God, it was rough. Didn't get home till like 4 a.m. Then had to wake up and teach cycling in the morning. And I'm like, everybody get up, let's go. Yeah.
And then we ended up at Hot Dog Sunday.
Yeah. Like a marathon, like literally a marathon.
Like what happened to a chill weekend in LA?
But honestly, all 3 of those days were so much fun.
It was
like
really
we really
fun.
lived it up. One of our friends was saying to us, Chelsea's boyfriend, Devin was saying to us, he was like, I love how seriously you guys take birthdays because like in our core friend group, we do really, really prioritize people's birthdays.
Yeah.
Like it is usually a full weekend event.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sometimes even Monday. We're either going somewhere. If we're not going somewhere, we have things lined up all
Yeah.
3 days, and like we ride for each other. Like this is your weekend. This is your time that you're gonna feel special.
And also, here's the thing: like nobody goes to all the events. You know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
right.
I mean, sure, you and I did everything, but like at the same time, that's kind of also what I like because, like, for instance, like Angela could only come on like Friday and Sunday, or
Yeah.
like Chelsea was only there Friday, Saturday, or whatever. You know, like people pick and choose, which I think is also nice because you get to see the people that you want to see
Right.
throughout the weekend.
Like you have
And-
ample opportunities to show up for me, so you better make it to one.
Because I know it can be a lot of pressure to like have a whole thing and expect everyone to be at everything. And like, it's a lot, you know, even
Yeah.
we were like struggling at the end,
Right.
but I don't expect that. But it is nice, like you said, to make our friends feel special and also just to give an opportunity for people to like pop in and out when they
Yeah.
can, you know, because obviously life gets busy and crazy.
Right. Also, something that I love that our friend group does, and so if anybody wants to take this idea, it really is so beautiful.
Yes.
But every time it's someone's birthday, we go around and everyone says their favorite thing or what they love most about that person. And like it sounds so cheesy, but when you are the one being on the receiving end, honestly, or the giving, but when you're on the receiving end, to hear just like a check-in of like how the people that are closest to you really view you is such a reminder of like all the beauty that you possess, and you don't realize how powerful it is for you. Like I remember my 28th birthday, like the things that everyone said about me, like I will literally hold on to that into my grave. Like we were all crying, and it was just, that was one of the most beautiful moments of your life. And you don't realize just sometimes speaking how you feel about someone and how important someone is to you, like that is everything. And you, like people hold on to those things.
I mean, even last year in Palm Springs for my birthday, I was in tears, girl. You know what I mean? But I also think like, it's, of course we want to express our love to people, and I'm not saying that we don't, but how many times do you truly just sit with your friend and you say like, these are the things that I love about you. You know what I mean? And for everyone in the group to do that.
Yeah.
It's also a nice reminder because, again, you don't always know what everyone's going through. So I think for people, it's just always a nice reminder that, like, you are valued and you bring so much to this friend group, to this circle, to my life, to our lives. So I think it's really, really beautiful.
Yeah. So I definitely would recommend it to any friend group or anybody that would want to bring that to their circle. It's a really, really cool thing.
Also, LOL at us at Hot Dog Sunday. And I was like, we have to watch the halftime show.
Oh my God. Yes. So we're doing our big one. We're at Hot Dog Sunday.
And I was hoping that they would have like a TV or something to play it off of, but
of
they
course
didn't,
not.
which is like fine, but I pulled it up on my phone. And I was like, okay, we kept trying to like time it, which we caught it.
Standing in the middle of a crowd, halftime performance pulled up on a phone, and we're like huddled over, like, and we didn't care who was bumping into us. Like we were watching that halftime performance.
It. And like we couldn't really hear it, but I had the subtitles on. So I was like, okay, I know what song's happening right now. But I did end up watching it afterwards.
Me
just
too.
to like, get it all. But oh my gosh, what a gag that was.
I was crying at Hot Dog Sunday. I was so emotional, and like, you know what I mean? It wasn't like, it was so tasteful, and if I'm being completely honest, I thought that it was going to be far more like
political,
harsh and political. And I think that what Bad Bunny did was such a celebration of love and of culture that it, like, I even get goosebumps just talking about it right now, because like he really attacked so much hatred with love.
100%. He said, we're going to celebrate. He was loud about the culture. That's the thing.
Loud, yeah.
He was loud about the culture. And he also acknowledged and reminded us all that, like, hey, we're all a part of America.
100%.
We have North America.
He had
we
the
have
American
Central
flag
America,
out. Yep.
South America, you know what I mean? Him calling out all the countries at the end too. Like I kept seeing,
powerful.
Yeah, I kept seeing videos online, obviously, about like people from different countries being like, when your country finally gets recognized
For the first time.
Yeah, and I'm like, that is so insane,
so
and beautiful.
Yeah.
It was amazing. And I just like the dancing, the costumes, the set, the everything was so like, I don't know, it just made me even more proud to just be Latino, you know what I mean?
You just think about all the immigrants, especially olders, like the grandmas and grandpas that have never really heard their language be spoken on such a pedestal or on national television like that. And like for the first time, they're really able to like get into it and enjoy this beautiful performance and celebration of their culture. Like there was just so many beautiful parts of that performance, and everything was so symbolic to your culture that it was like, this was it was just so tasteful and so powerful. You know what I mean? And of course, people still are spinning it and are still so upset that it wasn't in English and whatever. And I'm like, it's just insane to me because, in my opinion, I feel like he could have gone way harder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like he could have been like a big fuck you. You know what I mean?
But he was showing love to everyone, including the US.
Yes. Like, and I even have chills right now, like just talking about it because what an iconic moment.
What an iconic moment. I mean, one thing I will say, and like I think a lot of people recognize this, but Bad Bunny is really, really good at using his platform to benefit his people.
100%.
You know? Like, I know we've talked about this before, but even the fact that he was like, I'm only having shows in Puerto Rico because I want people to come here and see what this is all about, and also to help boost the economy and all that kind of stuff, which it did. It did such a big, like a good thing for Puerto Rico. But I'm like, things like that like I just really admire him being that even ally for like the queer community. You know what I mean? Like not being afraid to push those boundaries and just being very loud about it and expressive. And that's what art is. You know what I mean?
I also think that like we as Americans, we don't, sometimes we take for granted how much Latin culture does for our day-to-day life.
Right.
And so I think he kind of spotlighted a lot of like jobs or whatever that make our daily lives so much better. And that all stems from Latin culture. And so like also like the dancers that got to be a part of it, like for them to showcase their style of dancing and like just to have their moment. And I was just like so happy for all the dancers that also got to be a part of like the history of like celebrating their culture and all that stuff. Amazing. I actually went to the audition. I went to the Super Bowl audition. I mean, there was like a bunch of different calls and I mean, I'm grateful to have even gotten invited to the audition, 100%. But like, I mean, I didn't really like expect, you know, to really be a part of it, but like so many people's dreams were made.
Totally, 100%.
You know what
it was
I mean?
Such a big,
like,
big moment.
That was such like a payoff of performance for so many dancers. Not even dancers. They had all kinds of acts and stuff that were happening. Actors and.
I mean, I even saw on social media. I think Yvette sent me a video of I don't know if you remember, but at one point he like gets a taco from a little taco stand. Yes. That taco stand is an LA local like taco place, and I saw on social media. Could you imagine? Yeah, like I'm like, that's so amazing. Like that's just so a cool opportunity for them too.
They'll never forget that.
No, so I'm like, that's really, really cool that he did all that. So I loved it. I still get chills thinking about it. Also, Lady Gaga.
I know.
What a gag.
I did not think that it was gonna be her.
Either.
But it makes sense.
She did such a good job.
She did a great, and she's just such an ally and so supportive, and just she's also, I feel like, such a symbol of like I don't want to say like minorities, but like people who are, I don't know, she's just such like a strong.
I mean, her story is always she's been told no, she wasn't pretty enough, she wasn't this, whatever, right? And she was like,
and like she herself is not necessarily a minority, but like I feel like speaks on behalf and like has always fought for, you know. Yeah. So I think that she was a great choice. I think she did a great job. And also, those two together were such a force.
And Ricky Martin. Oh my gosh.
That's daddy.
And I think that was also amazing because again, all the memes that were like Bad Bunny did this for like the Latinos, but also the queers.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like Ricky Martin having come out later in life and like being such an icon in the like Latin community, you know, music wise, and even in the American community. But I just think it was so cool that he chose both of them to come out, you know?
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I was thinking like people were talking about Cardi B, Becky G, which all would have been amazing. Yeah. But I do think that was...
I for sure thought Cardi B.
Yeah. Which she was there dancing.
yeah. I love that she was still got to be a part of it.
But I do think it was really, really cool that... that he brought them out. I think that was really special. Yeah. And also all my cousins in the group chat were like, I need Lady Gaga to drop that salsa version of her song ASAP. Yes. I was like, no, honestly. Like, so cute.
Oh my God. Okay. We haven't even talked about this yet, but did you see Beyonce's post?
Oh, what is the phone about?
It has to be Telephone Part 2.
I was like, she literally is...
and then eating the burger, and it's like, what was the thing that was said in the video or whatever? It's like,
aren't we gonna go get, or like, do you want at the end, right?
But it was said something like, when you kill the cow, you got to make a burger.
That's what it was. Yes.
And I'm like, holy shit.
I mean, if any time, now is the time.
Now, yes.
Because also Gaga's like on her having her moment too, and like, I mean, not that she wasn't, but you know, like she really has been, I don't know, just at the top right now too. And I just, oh my God, that would be
amazing. I'm really, really on the edge of my seat for that one.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much happening right now.
I know. The Olympics.
The Olympics are happening, which is so crazy. So I've been kind of like tuning into the highlights. I haven't really been watching the whole thing, to be honest, but I feel like there's been so much happening this time around. First thing is just the fact that like it's the Winter Olympics, right? And they're saying that every year it gets harder and harder to find snow, and that they've been having to like bring snow in, and
global warming is real as fuck.
Like the climate change of it all is really, really insane.
And it's crazy because there's so many people that just like ignore, like don't think
it's real. And I'm like, baby girl, you're watching the Olympics.
Proof is in the pudding.
Yeah. So that part to me is crazy. But also the tea around this year's Olympics has been so insane.
Juicy.
So like there's, what's his name? Ilya. And everyone's calling him the quad god because he does like the quad turns or whatever, the triple axle, whatever. I don't know the terminology, okay? But he's like known for it, okay? And he was literally like on the trajectory to win gold for the US. And then that day, him and like I think two other skaters all ended up falling, but also everyone like from the it was like so hard to watch because from the first like jump he did, or the first quad he was supposed to do, it was supposed to be a quad. He did a single and he fell. And I was like, oh, like gutting.
Oh my God.
And like as performers, I feel like we can, obviously this is like a higher level thing. But like I think we can relate to the feeling.
So, okay. Like, even as you're saying this, like this is like such a hard moment, even like just like to hear, because it brings me back. So in 2016, it was my last year of like senior eligibility. And I had
for cheer.
Yes, for cheerleading. I had moved across the country. I moved across the country to cheer on this team. I got hosted by a family, which I told you, whatever. So this was my last year of being eligible in like the main division, the senior division. But after that would be like the older division, which is still like a part of whatever. But so it was day one at the World Championships, and I had a skill choreographed in the routine. It was a whip double. And oh my God, even talking about it, I like had so much anxiety the entire season leading up to it. And I like had told my coach when they put it in, I was like, please don't put this skill in. Like, I do not want to compete this skill. Like, it's basically like doing 2 flips without touching your hands to the ground. Like, one of them is like just, you know, without a spin, but then another one is like a double spin after. Oof. So it's like it's like multiple skills without touching, like you're just bounding off the ground and pushing. And so like it's harder to have control when your hands aren't touching the floor, you know? So anyways, I had told my coach, I'm like, I do not want to compete this skill, like, please. And he was like, no, you're more than capable of doing it. We're putting it in, like, and it was the very first thing that I did in the routine. Like the music started, whatever. And I literally went from the corner. And so literally like leading up to it, like the entire season leading up to the World Championships, I never fell once. I never fell. I never fell at practice. I never fell in competition. Like I had the skill on lock. Like, you know what I mean? I just was so anxious about it, you know, like it was a complete mind thing. And like, I remember like weeks leading up to, I couldn't sleep because I kept imagining myself falling at Worlds, and I couldn't get that image out of my head. Like,
oh
I
couldn't my God. I'm like, yeah.
And like, I just like, and I was like trying to be like, stop thinking about that, like whatever. And then lo and behold, literally I get to the World Championships. This is like my last year of senior eligibility. Music comes on. I go for the skill. I like whip. I black out and I don't see anything. And I literally like hit the ground, rolled on the floor, like everything. And you can literally hear the crowd like,
oh my God.
And it was like literally still to this day one of the most traumatizing things that's ever happened to me. Yeah. Because I put so much pressure on myself. Yeah. Luckily, for the sake of like my team and everything at the World Championships, day one is just to get to day two, so that doesn't dictate who wins or loses. So we made it into day two regardless, with my fall or without my fall. But that's just something that I have to eat for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like I got to do it day two and I was fine. And so I didn't we didn't lose the World Championships because of me necessarily, but like that video is on YouTube forever. And that still haunts me to this day, because I'm like, I literally didn't fall once leading up to it.
Yeah.
And then it's just like you put all this pressure on yourself as a performer, and you just want to be perfect, and then you end up manifesting the thing that you're just so afraid of.
1000%. I mean, and that's what he was saying in the post interviews, right? Like everybody was like, so what happened? Which is also just such a crazy question to ask.
Yeah, like what do you mean?
So what happened out there?
You're
It's
like, no, I
fell.
Yeah, at the Olympics, I actually I sabotaged it for me.
I just figured, man, it's not that important. So he was saying, like, obviously, I mean, I know he had also lost his parents, and he was like, obviously, with all this like recognition, and I think he's like 21 or something. So, you know, he's young, but also just like with everything happening, he was like, I think honestly, the pressure just got to me. Like, I think there was just, everyone was calling him the quad god, and everyone was saying he was going to win gold. And I can only imagine at that high level of like expectation, you know, like, of course, that's probably going to happen. Hopefully, I mean, because, you know, he's 21. I'm hoping, obviously, he'll do it again. And and I know he actually did win a gold in the U.S. like team skate, I believe. So he did go home with a gold, but obviously that's still gutting. Yeah. And like, again, you work your entire life, your entire career.
And it's so scary too, because you also think like, you know, he's 21, but like, are the Olympic coaches going to like trust him again?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, can you handle that pressure? And I think that's like, you know, kind of what happened with Simone Biles, where she literally came to the Olympics and was like, my mental health is not where it needs to be. Like, I need to sit out of this one. Yeah. And like, how powerful was that? You know what I mean? Like she knew, like, he's lucky, honestly, he didn't get hurt. You know, like 100%. That could have been like the worst thing, but I do have the most empathy, because
me too.
I know what it's like to, I mean, not compete on an Olympic level, but the world championships at least. And it's so shitty.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's the pressure of it all is really insane. I mean, we used to do a world hip hop competition too every year. Granted, like, thankfully, luckily, I never had something like that. But it's like even just the pressure of that alone. So again, I can only imagine, because it's like you are literally competing with teams from all around the world, and it's this whole week-long event. And it's like if one thing goes wrong, you don't make it into the next level, your whole team's counting on you, and it's like a whole thing. So they're just with performance in general, there's obviously a lot of pressure. And it's funny because sometimes you do get in a mode of like, it does become second nature to you, so it doesn't always feel that way. But then there are these moments that you get in your head, or when you have to do something new or different that you've never done before. And all of a sudden you're like, you get stressed about that one little thing, even though you're like, I've performed a million times. Like, I know I can do it, but it's easy to get into your head.
Yeah. I think that's also why I struggle a little bit sometimes, like as a dancer, because you're performing things, like typically when we perform things, like we learn them the day before, or we learn them in class, and you're performing in front of the whole class, or you know, you have like one or two rehearsals usually, like in our adult professional life, where like when I was like younger, we trained like the same routine for an entire season. Right. So everything was muscle memory. And like and when you're a performer on stage, it's like, it's not really muscle memory. It's like you really have to think about what you're doing, and that messes with me sometimes. So like, I, you know, for people that don't really understand dance and the pressure that's with dance too, like, you know, I have a lot of empathy for dancers, obviously being one, just the things that you're expected to perform and perfect within a very, very short amount of time.
I mean, I think as a dancer, because even for me, like, yes, I was dancing for a long time, but being on a competitive team is so different than dancing professionally. Because on a competitive team, we had months to prepare a routine. Yes,
exactly.
So it's the same thing.
You don't have
like,
to think about it.
No, like
your
by
body
the time
just takes over.
Yeah, by the time the performance actually came, it was second nature to your body. But then you get to LA and it's like you have to learn something, and then you have to be in front of a camera the next day. Or on set, they're like, we actually need to change this. So you have to like flip it around and whatever. And you have to just think on the spot, which can be really, really hard.
It's really challenging.
But it's like I don't know, it's hard to let go of that pressure. But yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, so we...
Well, anyway, switching gears. So that's the current events update.
Well, I did want to make enough time for our special segment.
Oh yeah, we're really on this segment, and
you know the one.
You know the one. Yeah. So in case y'all don't know,
the bar is underground.
The bar is in hell. Okay, the bar is really, really down there, and we're really trying to dig her up. Okay?
Yeah. I'm searching for her high and low.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I didn't talk about my date that I went
Oh my
on.
God. Okay, wait. No, please. We're at the edge of our seats. No, I'm just kidding. No. But, okay, actually, yeah. So Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, well, the day before Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay, okay, right,
so
right.
it was a guy I met at Hot Dog Sunday.
Yeah.
We ended up having a lot of chemistry, and yeah, he like definitely fits into like the category that I would like see as like someone that I could actually date.
Okay,
So I'm
love.
like, okay, work. And he's been like, you know, like in regards to communication stuff and really like leading with intention, and I am appreciative. And so we went to the Broad. It's the Broad.
Yeah,
right?
the museum.
The museum. Which was like super, super cute, and like him and I are both like really into fashion and art
Cute.
and stuff like that. And so it's like super cute, like having someone like be like as interested, you know, we were just like, oh, like talking about what we're gonna wear and stuff, and like his outfit was super cute and mine was cute, and like we just, I don't know, it's like it's a cute thing because it's just something that we have in common. And we went there, and then he like took me, we like scootered to like a little marketplace after.
I love
for,
that,
like,
the little
for
scooter,
food, yeah. And it was really, really sweet. And then we went for like a little drink after. Like we just were kind of like exploring downtown and stuff. And yeah, so I'm like, okay, he's, you know, there's some green
Flags.
checks. Yeah,
Mhm.
green flags. He also got me like flowers for Valentine's Day.
Cute.
Super cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay, so
I
that was
don't
a cute
know.
date.
Yeah.
That sounds really
So,
cute.
Hey, so hopefully he can be a little bit more hopeful in regards to pulling the bar out of hell.
I was gonna say that sounds like that's the opposite of the bar is in hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
Like, that's
just,
good.
you know, in my previous experiences,
Right.
you know, the bar has.
We're gonna try to keep that bar up there.
Right. So anyways, yeah, step in the right direction. So
Okay, wait, I love that though.
yeah,
That's
so
good.
stay tuned.
Okay. A little love is in the air, you know?
Yeah,
so
Tis the season.
tis the season. I'm like, meanwhile.
Yeah, let's go, but let's really get into the bit. Hey, I'm like, do you want the good news or the bad news?
Yeah, we
first?
should have gone with the bad first, but you know what? It's fine. We'll flip it around for you guys, okay? So yeah, I wish I had a better update. Like, yeah, I went on this cute date. Like, word. Yeah, no. Unfortunately for me.
Yeah.
So I was talking to this boy who I hadn't seen in a long time, like
Right.
maybe close to a year, you know?
Okay. Right.
But there was a point where when I kind of first moved to LA, like we were hooking up kind of often, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, we also never cheers.
Okay.
Okay, wait, cheers. Okay, so this boy. I'm trying to take a sip. Okay, hold on.
So there's this boy.
So there's this boy. So anyways, recently we like reconnected and we were chatting and he was like, what are you doing? And for us, it was purely just always a hookup thing, you know?
Yeah, just a little fun moment.
Just a little fun moment. So he was like, what are you doing? And I was honestly just like chilling. So I was like, yeah, I'm like not doing much, whatever. And he's like, well, do you want to hang out? I was like, sure. And then he's like, how do you feel about about my friend joining? And I was like, you know how sometimes you're like, what? Like, I was just hoping it would be the two of us, you know?
Right. You can never.
Like, are you not?
Am I not enough?
Am I not enough? Like, is this not enough for you? So I was like, I don't know. And then he like sent me a picture of his friend, and I was like, whatever, I don't know. And he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna come over. So I was like, okay, just him, right?
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm like, okay,
back
it's just
to
gonna
the solo
be back
moment.
To,
yeah.
Back to us two. Then he gets there and he goes, actually, like, what? Because he was like, my friend, I don't think my friend's coming. And I'm like, okay, work. And he's like, what about this guy? Hey, flips the phone around. I'm looking at it, and guess who's on my screen? But the one and only.
Who was it?
Who was it? If you guys are looking at the video now, it's my partner in crime. The way that it was Brett's face on the phone,
God.
I was like, oh no, that's gonna be a hard hard no.
I literally hate it here.
No, I hate it so much. I literally, as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, no. And he's like, what? You don't
You
and I
don't
was
think
like,
he's cute?
Yeah, you don't think he's cute? And I'm like, that's my best friend. And he's like, what? I'm like, that's literally my best friend. We have a podcast together. And he's like, oh, okay, that's
like,
a no.
okay, maybe.
I was like, yeah, girl.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so,
God.
you know.
That is so wow. Like, yeah, like the bar
Is underground, girl.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
yeah, that really took me out. I almost like, you know, when it just takes you out of the moment for a second and you're like,
for sure.
I don't even know if I can.
Yeah, like how do we carry on?
Yeah. But, you know,
well,
so, but we did.
I'm so happy.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm glad that you didn't let that affect your
Right.
experience.
Yeah. I needed to take a moment, but yeah.
I have one little story that I just thought about that is truly maybe one of the most I don't know, embarrassing, where it's like the bar is in hell, but also like I put it there. You know what I mean? And so in my previous relationship, which I do, you know, talk about here and there. So my partner, he had a little run-in with the law.
First of all, this is already a crazy start. Hey, every time we tell these stories, mine is like, he called me fatty. And you're like, yeah, well, this guy like murdered. No, I'm just kidding. No, he did not. No, he did not. But I'm like, it gets so crazy. Okay,
Yeah,
so
like, what are you trying to say?
that girl, you need to pick that bar up.
Okay, so I, you know, in my previous relationship,
Okay.
he did end up going to jail.
Oh my God.
It's like I don't know how to sugarcoat that
No,
and
you
make it
can't.
sound
You
like
can't. It's
yeah,
fine.
like he was in jail
Okay.
only for 30 days. It wasn't for anything. It wasn't for anything crazy.
Okay,
I
okay.
promise. Like
Okay.
it's like it was a really unfortunate experience for everyone involved. And I just was very devoted, you know. So he had told me that he could see from his cell the gas station on the corner.
Okay.
And like it really, really weighed on me that my partner was in jail. Like this is also something that could be just like talked about, but like dating someone that is in jail is like really, really heavy for the person that's outside of jail. Like because it feels like you're mourning someone. Like they literally don't have rights. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like you get to talk to them for 15 minutes, like a day, maybe twice a day. And they are obviously going through it. Like they are in like the worst possible situation of their life.
Well, you can only imagine what's actually happening in there because you only get 15 minutes to talk to them.
Correct. And they're just, you know, it's like the beds are uncomfy. They're in the freezing cold. They get like one little blanket. Like it's awful. You know, it really is awful. Anyways, long story short, he told me he could see this. He told me like whatever. And I'm like, I have to do a grand gesture to make him feel loved. So let me just paint this picture for you. Okay. There's a gas station right
God,
on the corner of a highway. And I drove my little Hyundai Elantra
Okay.
to the dollar store, and I got like a big neon sign. Yeah.
Neon. Like a paper?
Yes, like a big poster.
Okay.
Poster board.
Oh, Lord.
Got some markers where then I wrote "I love you, baby"
Oh, my
with
God.
a big heart.
God.
On the neon sign. Yeah. Okay.
Did you buy a
So
red
then-
nose with it?
So then I drive my cute little white Hyundai Elantra over to the gas station where he told me that he's in his cell at this time. Park the car in the gas station, and I stand outside of the corner with my hands in the air.
Oh, my God.
Holding the
Oh,
sign.
my God.
I love you, baby.
That is insane.
God. Like looking back, like
I like it's like too much.
it really is too much. It really is too much. Like you can't ever say that I'm not a writer. first and foremost, because like,
hey, I need you to get off the horse every now and then. Okay, girl, stop riding. Like, please, take a break. Take a break. It's fine. It's really fine.
no, seriously. So yeah, that was definitely a moment where it was like, the bar was in hell already from the situation that I was in, but I also kind of like met the bar where it was. You know what I mean? Like,
No, you crawled into that.
I dumpster dived right down to Hades.
Right.
And it was vibing with
my
Satan down
God.
there. You know what I mean?
Brett, that is okay.
I've grown,
No,
you guys.
I know.
I've grown, okay?
Yeah. You only do that if it's like 60 days or more. He's like 30 days, please. That's baby work.
No, literally, I'm like, it has to be more than a misdemeanor. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Did he confirm that he saw you?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, well, at least that.
When I got the 15-minute phone call, we did discuss how he saw me. Oh my God, that's
okay.
like,
I only
mortifying.
also laugh because I know the relationship, or at least more so from what you told me, and I'm like, this guy was just not the one to ride for. Yeah. So that's why it's also, silly now.
The whole thing in totality was not obviously just the best for me.
Right.
Hey, it made for some really, really great stories to tell.
And also, we have grown from it. You learned from it.
I honestly am so happy. Again, I'll always say this. I'm so happy that I went through the things that I went through. And like, again, I'll always, this is also a disclaimer. Neither one of us were perfect in the relationship. Like, it was just a learning experience for me. And I mean, I don't ever foresee myself standing on any more corners holding a sign outside of a jail cell again.
I would hope not, because I would literally take the keys from your car and
but I was in love, and I just I
also
felt
for me it's just crazy, and we've probably said this before, but for me it's just crazy because I didn't know you in that time of your life. So to be honest, I can see even from that how you have grown, because I can't imagine you doing that now. You know what I mean?
No. I also have a lot, like, I don't know, I feel like I have a lot stronger of a friend group and people to like support and guide me. Like when I was in that relationship, I kind of pulled myself away from all of my friends and kind of secluded myself. So that was like my only like real close connection, I feel like, at the time, of like people that lived in the area that I lived in. So I didn't really have anyone to guide me through whatever. But again, I mean, that's no one to blame. I did it, and just a good story to tell.
Lesson learned: surround yourself with good people who will support you, who will guide you in the right direction. Community really, really is everything. So,
Yeah. Well, this was a short one.
It
was a cute one. It was a short one. A quick little update. We
but
tapped
very
into some things.
Content dense. Okay.
Yeah. Right. We got some juicy stuff in there for you guys. Stay tuned. We will see you guys next time. We love you. Smooches. Useless
love you
Banter
guys.
out.